Welcome back, everybody, to Kuso6rande, the Bad Video Game Tournament. This summer is going to be a lot of fun. I'm not teaching. I'm hopefully going to pick up some more hours streaming throughout the weeks. This next week is a little bit busy for me because the Fastest Furs speedrunning marathon is happening, I believe, benefiting the Organization for Autism Research. I am hosting in that, as well as running Monkey King, which I need to de-rust a little bit this next week. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then after that, I can hopefully start getting into the regular swing of things with regular streams. So fingers crossed, that's sort of what things are looking like. Hello, everybody who just hopped on by. Let's go ahead and get to the GM reveal, because he is here to make us... I don't know. Maybe we can say he's a barrel full of laughs. Maybe we can say, yeah, I have nothing good. Welcome on in, Donkey Clonk. Donkey Clonk, come on in. I want to chat and see what game you have today. Also, I really like how the shuffler for my music keeps unshuffling everything. Hey, Donkey Clonk, welcome.
Hello there.
Oh, I hear you great, yeah. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for being here and for giving out a game. I do not know this game at all, though.
Well, Game Center CX, the show, has recently been on people's lips, which is a show where an old Japanese man plays old video games. We can probably talk more about that.
He is adorable. Yeah, we can talk about that a little bit later. I've only seen a couple episodes, but I love it.
It is really an enjoyable show.
Oh, yeah. So, this is a game that you saw there? Or did you know it before that?
I got the game from this episode. It's a memorable episode of Game Center CX, yes.
Okay. So what game is it?
It's Kanshakudama Nage Kantarou no Toukaidou Gojuusan Tsugi, also known as the 53 Stations of the Toukaidou.
Okay. I don't know what any of that means. That's a lot of stations, though.
Yeah, it means something like Kantarou, the fireworks maker, travels 53 stations between Kyoto and Edo.
Oh, geez, maybe you should have just stayed home. So there are some people in chat who do know this and are saying that this is a little bit rough. I don't... What genre are we getting into with this game?
This is classic NES platforming. This was made by the same people who made Atlantis no Naso, but this game came after that, and it's a bit refined. The platforming is more refined, it's more responsive, but they didn't learn anything about the difficulty. This game is mean as heck.
Yes, I love it. I love being cruel. Yeah, Atlantis no Naso, I think the most difficult part of that is that it's very non-linear. It's very difficult to actually see how to make progress. I think we had it in a gauntlet once, but for a Kuso6rande match, it doesn't work super well. However, if this one is a little bit more linear, then this is going to be great.
Yeah, this one is a lot more linear. There are warps in the game, but you're not going to find them without a guide.
Warps are overrated.
Especially in this game, where the warps are a stage of themselves, and you can die in the warp stage, and you will die in the warp stage because the enemy placement is just... Ugh.
I'm sorry, everybody. Every time this music from Superman NES pops on, I have to laugh. It's just hilarious to me that their ending music is the Star Spangled Banner. Okay, I'm gonna skip that. I don't really feel like listening to the Star Spangled Banner right now. So we've got other things. We got video games. It's more important than flags. Maybe. I don't know. Plus, it's a really nice looking one. Like silky. You know what? No. We are gonna have a bad video game, and that's it. We're gonna have you sharing pain with people. And that's what Kuso6rande is all about, you know? Finding ways to torture people for our enjoyment. At the end of the day, you know, we talk about who wins or who loses, but really the viewers are the ones who win in the tournament. And me, because I get to watch everybody play this.
So this is a 2-point match, which means the 2 players will be eliminated.
Ooh, that is rough, and giving out a brutal game for a 2-player match. Little mean there, little mean.
I've been giving out mostly very difficult games, and also there was a veto involved.
Oh, yeah, I love it. Blame it on the players. Players, it's your fault that you're suffering more today. I mean, I think it's a fair argument to make. Metanock, by the way, thank you so much for the sub that happened just a little while ago. Mucho appreciated. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of this Celeste music because we've got better music that's going to be playing in just a second, which is the game here, 53 stations. I don't hear any music. That's okay. There might be some sound soon. Maybe? So here we go. Here are the 4 players. Good Shop, Duchess of Jank, Mendoxy, and Neitzel. Okay, I'm checking to see if the players are ready to go. So as tradition, we generally have chat spam various emotes. What emotes would work for this? What would be good emotes to share?
Glorious Nippon, especially Athena.
Athena? Oh no. Why Athena?
Because Japan.
Okay, Athena because Japan. I love it. Hey, all of the players are ready, so I'm going to go ahead and wish them luck. And the bot is going to do the countdown, everybody. So get ready. Get your butts ready, everybody. Hold on to them. And if you don't have a butt, then go ahead and ask permission to hold a different one. As soon as I see movement in the first stage, I will start our time. We have a cute little cutscene. Is that a duck? I think there was a duck who was your friend.
Trust me, you don't have any friends in this game.
Oh no. Okay,
and by the way, we are going from
died.
ninjas to pirates, and there's the first death.
Yeah. Well, we had a pirate game, now we've got a ninja game, which, yeah, the ninjas are killing a lot of people. I think more people than the pirates killed.
So one of the reasons this game is considered notoriously brutal is that it's 1-hit kills, 3 lives, no continuous. The enemies are faster than you.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, not super faster, but they gain a pixel on you about every 2/3 of a second. And the 1-hit kills are going to be brutal. Are there any continues?
Nope.
Oh no, every time they run out of lives, they have to start at the beginning. Are there extra lives throughout?
Yes, you can get extra lives from score.
Okay. At least there's that. The biggest challenge then, when you have things like this where you die a whole bunch, the most important thing to learn early on is what kills you fast, what keeps you from dying fast, and what do you need to do in order to make steady progress. Not fast progress, just steady progress. I do like that you have a little map at the top that shows you how far you've made it into the game. That's cute.
Yeah, and that map covers all 20 stages of the games. You move like 1 pixel a minute.
Yeah, I mean, still, it's measurable. I can see who's made it a decent way into the game. I love when games have something like that. For me, it lets me actually track what's happening here.
So you can see in the upper left, like 2 Li left, and that's not 2 lives. That's an old unit of measurement, the Li. And that shows the progress in the stage.
Okay. So it's a horizontal measurement.
It's a measurement of length, yes.
Okay, gotcha. So per a website, this game, you're taking the role of Kantarou, whose occupation is to make fireworks. He's currently traveling on the Toukaidou Highway, starting in Kyoto, trying to make his way home to Edo, where his girlfriend Momoko resides. However, it's a long walk home, as the highway is made up of 53 stations. On top of the travel being lengthy, Kantarou has to deal with a merchant and his hired help are out to kidnap him and learn his firework techniques. Yep. They're learning his firework techniques as they go. They're like, oh, you gotta teach the secret of explosions. I can dig it. I'd probably, like, if there were a master of something I wanted to learn and they refused to teach me, I'd probably chase them down. Probably wouldn't kill him, though.
Yeah, how are you supposed to learn their mastery if you kill them?
I don't know, maybe absorb their essence? I can't do that, though. I don't know how to do that. Haven't practiced. So apparently there are also some ladies who can show up and grab onto your arm, slowing you down. Neitzel had run into one. We'll see what the other players experience here. And Mendoxi just died to the duck. No, duck death.
I think there's a samurai with a samurai helmet. And that guy will dodge your projectiles. You have to drop a time bomb, which I told the players how to do.
Uh-huh.
But overall, the enemy patterns and enemy placements in this game are really brutal.
Yeah, it seems like they're not super random. And the more that you play, the more you're going to know when enemies show up. I feel like it might be a good idea to go a little bit slow to begin with. You know, there's no timer as far as I can see, so there's not really anything bad about going slow and, you know, making steady progress rather than trying to beat a clock. But that's also...
there's no timer, but remember you were in the race.
Yeah, that's the trippy thing when it comes to Kuso6rande and other blind video game races like this. You know, you have to factor in that, yes, you are racing, but what's more important? Early progress or consistent progress? And for Kuso6rande, consistent is almost always better. But the thing is, like, it's really easy to psych yourself out and think that, you know, you just gotta hurry. You gotta hurry. But because of the high difficulty of this specific game, if you see that you die within the first 5 or 10 seconds, you can assume that other people have as well, and you're probably going to want to go a little bit slower to make some consistent progress. It's sort of like Darkman. If you know Darkman, that one, the more you try to rush it, the more it's going to destroy you.
Yeah, this game controls a lot better than Darkman, but it's more unfair with the enemies.
I was gonna say, that's not really something that's reassuring. Like, at all.
So, one of the other things that make this game quite frustrating is your weapons. Your offense is just this bomb. You can only have 2 bombs at the screen. The bombs travel in a set arc. I think this game is like playing Ghosts and Goblins, except you only get the torch and you don't get the army always in your underpants.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking into the company that made this, by the way, and, you know, it's Sunsoft. Everybody has heard of Sunsoft. Everybody's played Sunsoft games. They were very much a hit and miss video game company. You know, they made Blaster Master, but at the same time, they also made Atlantis no Nazo. It's like, yeah, you get two extremes there. They made a game called Superboy Allen, and I have no idea what that is. Apparently it's educational. What are you learning? Apparently how to rip off Zelda, because that's what the game looks like. Wait, Chad is saying that they made one of the Superman games. Did they make the Superman NES game? Because if so, we had that music on right before. Oh. I don't know. Fester's Quest, though. They made Fester's Quest, and that one is a giant pile of patootie. But they made Batman the video game for NES, which is possibly one of the best platformers, at least one of the best Batman games in existence. They did Genesis Superman, which I don't assume is good. But they made Gremlins 2, the new batch for NES. And Journey to Silius. Like, it's all over the place. So many good, so many bad games. I love you. And also, chat, I'm going to disagree. I used to speedrun Fester's Quest. It is a bad game. It's a fun game, but it's a bad game.
Mandaxim has reached a point where the enemies just dispense of any resemblance of politeness and just start shooting you with a gun.
Yeah. Well, that's not very nice. H, how regretful. Why does it say H?
I think that's like a starter. How regretful.
Oh. Like someone who's really scared. Oh, how regretful. Yeah. You know, I feel two ways about it. I understand that, you know, it's not fantastic to make fun of people with stutters, and that, you know, it can be problematic, but at the same time, some of the most memorable characters out there, like Porky Pig, he had a stutter, and like nobody ever talks about it, even though a lot of the jokes are in relation to it. I think that, you know, he's still a fantastic, lovable character, and there's some cases where I don't know, it can make some characters endearing in some ways. Growing up, had a little bit of a silent stutter. In general, I paused between every word that I said. It was a silent stutter. Yeah. But honestly, I know the cruelty that kids can have making fun of you because of speech impediments, but also, you know, it's something that I think most adults, at least most adults I like to deal with, really don't even bring up. Yeah, so, I don't know. Aha, yeah, KM, you've got a good point. You never really take offense at using stutters for humorous reasons, unless people are actively trying to make fun of you. Good. Yeah, if people are actively mocking it, then I do think that it can be pretty dang offensive. Otherwise, yeah, I'm cool with the humor, personally. Karo Z is pointing something out. You can roll? I did see one of the characters roll a good distance. Is this something that you just... like, is it an ability? One of the power-ups?
That is a power-up. You gain invisibility, but you lose control of your character.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, it can make you roll into pits.
Well, that's less good. There's the geisha on Needsel's screen. She's so cute. I like her.
Yeah, but she's very clingy.
That's fine. You need hugs sometimes, you know?
Also, she steals all your gold.
Oh, okay, never mind. Whoa. Whoa, I do not like that. I like gold. I don't like people who steal my gold. Steal my gold, I'm gonna punch you. Cadus is saying that the gold is incredibly important. Why so?
Because 10 pieces of gold will open up a warp.
Is it really easy to see when a warp pops up?
Yes, but the pieces of gold themselves, you need to bomb the environment to find them, and the players won't have time for that.
Yeah, I think... Well, if you're just throwing bombs all around, maybe you'll stumble across various pieces of the gold, but... yeah, if they don't know that gold can give them warps, then it's probably something that they're not even going to consider. I am enjoying this music as much as I can. It's honestly not too bad. It's just a little bit... There's a lot of soprano / alto. There's not much tenor, and there's like no bass in it, so it definitely feels a little harder on the ears.
So, in the Game Center CX episode, it was revealed that there were lyrics written for this song. Unfortunately,
really?
Yes. That.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's high-pitched.
Yeah, it's not a problem. I went to college for a little while in singing, but I don't expect everybody to be as good as me. That sounds like the most stuck-up thing I possibly could have said. But yeah, I sing like a dork as well, so it's fine. What do the lyrics say? What do they translate to?
I honestly don't remember.
Fair enough. I love that. I'm taking a look at a game FAQs walkthrough. It says right at the beginning, please note throughout the whole game, just throw bombs all over the place. You'll notice that some places have hidden items which are revealed when you hit it with a bomb. This can be a huge pain when you need the specific item, so just keep throwing bombs all over the place. Most obvious places that could hold items are rooftops and on top of obstacles like low walls or tall trees. Yeah, the thing is, if there are a lot of hidden power-ups, then that would be a wise idea to learn where some of these important power-ups are so that you can use them later. But this game is hard. This is rough.
Yeah, it is definitely unfair.
Yeah, good chop in Discord saying, if you make games without continues, I wish all the worst upon you. All of you game devs, take note. If you want cursed, that's how you do it. Make a video game without continues.
I think Neitzel is the only one I have seen who made it to stage 4.
Why is this guy spanking Neitzel?
I think he's stealing some of your items, but the bigger problem is that you move slowly while he's spanking you, and you can't attack while he's spanking you. Oh yeah, and that's the knife thrower at the end of level 4. That is going to be a huge brick wall.
I love it. So, how do physics work in this game? Is it fairly easy to continue? Do you have dedicated jumps when you jump?
Oh, that's big progress for Neitzel.
Very nice. Yeah, honestly, the controls seem pretty fine to me based off of what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, you have some air control unless you fall off something, then you just go straight down.
Uh-oh, there's a ghost princess. Why is there a ghost princess chasing Neitzel down? Oh, the guy with the gun. Not death by gun, death by bald head. Bald heads are apparently just as fatal. Do not touch them. But yeah, Neitzel is definitely in the lead at this point. That was a huge amount of progress. Very, very nice. Chad is saying that modern games don't have continues. Modern games generally don't need continues because, you know, they either have saves or they have a checkpoint system. So those essentially are modern continues. That's what I'd say. Although modern Mega Man 11 does have a continue system. How about that? Seem proving you wrong already, chat. Wow. Can't believe I know more about modern games than chat. Actually, yeah, limited continues, I think, is something that has mostly gone away with modern games. I think that's mostly okay, unless you want to do challenge mode, like, what, for a harder difficulty, give 3 continues instead of infinite, something like that. That way, you know, people can challenge themselves to become better and put pressure on them. I kind of like it.
Yeah, it was kind of padding for old school games to have limited continues to make them last longer. I think the long play of this game is like 15 minutes, but good luck.
I'm actually kind of fine with, you know, short games being more brutal. If you have a game that, you know, with infinite continues, somebody can beat it in about 20 minutes, then go ahead and make them limited continues, you know? You don't have to make the longest game in the world. It's your game. If you want to give it a little bit more life, but, you know, are an independent developer making a short, simple game, sure, go ahead and make it hard. I don't know, there are a lot of design choices that come with video games that I think really depend on the situation. In general, you know, continues aren't something that's needed, but if you are making a short game and want to give players a longer experience, that, you know, a challenging experience, then experiment with it, see how it feels, you know? You can put it in, and if you don't like how it feels, you can go ahead and remove it later. But I'm kind of fine having sort of that brutal continue system because it does make you learn a little bit more about each individual level and how to get through them. Hey, Mendoxy has figured out how to put bombs down and blow up the samurai duck. Yeah! I'm gonna keep calling it a duck. Donkey Clonk. I like ducks.
Too bad you have to blow them up in this game.
Yeah, honestly, I don't trust anybody who blows ducks up. True facts here, everybody. Ooh. Okay, one thing that I noticed about controls in this game, it looks like if you walk off the ledge of a roof or something, you will go straight down. And that could potentially be a big problem, especially later on. If there are enemies down below, if there are pits down below, it's just going to be uncontrollable at that point and very, very difficult to deal with.
Yeah, you have air control unless you fall off the ledge.
Yeah, that is... That's...
And then again, your character moves quite slowly in this game compared to what the game throws at you.
Yeah, but I suppose other games like La Mulana do that, but La Mulana is kind of built around that. It seems like this is built in order to destroy you in most cases. You have to do your best for Momoko, Neitzel. Oh. Well, Mendoxy just got kicked in the back of the head. New music, though. We got different music. Okay.
This is just the fat lady music. Fat lady singing.
The geisha? She's not fat. Maybe a little rotund. But it's fine. That's not a problem. She's cute. I like her. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give up on Momoko, and I'm just gonna go with the geisha. Okay, Momoko can go eat rocks. Yeah, that's right, rocks. Oh, good job. Tried to do some difficult platforming and unfortunately unable to do that. That's the thing with a lot of NES games. If you only give yourself a few frames to land and then jump before running off a cliff, you're probably going to miss it quite a few times. And honestly, I don't know if there's a delay between landing and being able to jump. She'll take all my cash? Well, okay, I'm Lone Mouse Wolf. Here's the deal. When you don't have money, you don't have to worry about anybody stealing all your money.
One thing in this game also is that the projectiles move so slowly that you can often see you dying with your projectile in your hand.
Yeah.
But you would have hit the enemy.
Yeah. It does look like it's about maybe 1/4 of a second between pushing shoot and actually having it fly out of your hand. He arms it and then throws it. So you have to be thinking ahead for sure.
Duchess of Jank has reached a knife thrower at the end of level 4.
Very
so she
nice.
is in second.
Good, good. It's great to see all of the players making progress past their previous best. That usually is a pretty good indication for me that, you know, it's going to be skill-based and patience that we'll see them make progress in this game. Yeah, the enemies have consistent spawns, have consistent movement patterns. You can understand how things are going to attack you and kill you. And as long as you can adjust to that, you can start making some good progress. There we go. Duchess of Jank is through.
That was the last run she...
Oh.
But some enemies, such as the ninjas, have quite unpredictable patterns. That just anything that bounces is going to bounce all over the place.
Yeah, everybody, I'm just realizing, you know, we're learning a lot of pro-life strats here. You don't have any money, then geishas won't attack you. If you don't have any blood, vampires won't attack you. If you don't have any personality, then nobody will attack you. Oh no! Oh, sad day. That's okay. Maybe I won't attack you. No, I'll attack you anyway. Well, see, that's the thing about me. If I were in a video game, it would be unpredictable. I'd probably be evil. But what kind of evil? I don't know. Oh, and if you don't have a bank account, the IRS can't attack you. That's another important thing, yeah. I really... Note, this is not financial advice. This is me being an absolute moron. Oh no, Good Chop getting spanked, losing. Actually, Good Chop doesn't have any items to lose, so it's fine.
Yeah, but even if you don't have anything to lose, you still get stunned, you still get slowed. And Good Chop reached the end of level 4, and that's the knife thrower.
Still, that is a good sign that Good Chop is getting better at this game. I think Mendoxy is the only one who hasn't seen the knife thrower, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, I have the same notes as well.
Yeah.
That actually is important.
Actually, chat's really correct. No brain power, safe from mind flayers and zombies. Both of them are gonna avoid you. Have no body heat, then the predator's not gonna get you. If you have no love, then guess what? The Beatles and John Lennon aren't coming for you. Yeah, that's right. They'll only go after love. Oh my gosh. If you... No, I can't make that joke. No. Okay, I'm stopping myself, Donkey Klonk. I almost... Oh. Yeah, it's okay. That would be a... Maybe in the 90s that joke would have been funny, but no. Nope. See, I'm good enough to be able to stop myself when doing really dark humor, so we'll go ahead and stop that. Mendoxy running around through town at the beginning of the game. I think Neitzel is getting close to the end of the 4th area here, which would be great. Honestly, you want to start making some progress, especially right around the half-hour mark. The knife thrower, though, is a giant patootie, and Neitzel dies. Yeah, like...
This game has good checkpoints, though. It's probably the only thing that's kind.
Thank goodness. Yeah, I'm glad that...
Neitzel is on to level 5 again.
Very nice. Neitzel is definitely in the lead. Duchess of Jink and Good Chop have made it to the end of level 4. That's sort of the order that we're looking at. Mendoxy has finally made it to the knife-throwing beast, but unfortunately has not been able to pass it. Yeah, you were completely right. The knife guy is just the wall.
Yeah, I had to test this out to get it out, and yeah, the knife guy sucks.
Yeah, I don't like him. But seriously, he could have been, like, throwing flowers instead of knives. Do you know what that would have done? Made world peace. Yeah, nobody would have to die. But no! See, if you throw flowers at people, they'll teach you how to make fireworks and stuff, okay? I totally would. But no, they're like, yeah, I have to kill you to learn your firework techniques. That's so dumb. It's in his head. How do they not see this? How do they not understand that you can't just extract knowledge from his blown up brains, his stabbed heart? Can't. It's not how it works. Anyways.
Well, maybe ninjutsu involves absorbing the power of your enemies.
Do you have to eat them? Because that sounds like cannibalism.
Ninja cannibals?
Ninja cannibals! The worst kind! I don't know. Do ninjas think about absorbing their enemy's power? I don't know. I don't like, the ninjas that I knew in real life didn't do that. If anything, I absorbed their power. No, Mendoxy! Unfortunately, the concubine said, "You're concubine." I'm here all weekend, buddy.
So this was featured on a show called Game Center CX,
yes.
where a Japanese guy, a regular comedian, tries to play old games, and it's been running for over a decade now.
I do like that while he's a comedian, at the same time, he doesn't feel like he's putting on an act. He's very, like, down to earth about his experience while playing through the games. I'm trying to remember. I was going to watch the episode where he played Athena, but then I forgot. But yeah, everything that I've seen him play... no, I watched part of Athena. Yeah, he didn't like it very much. But guess what? Nobody likes Athena because it's so incredibly terrible.
And just recently, Aruna was allowed to play GameCube and PlayStation 2 games, which were declared retro because the consoles came out over 20 years ago.
Ah, they're now considered retro in Japan?
For the purpose of the show, yes.
Oh, sweet. Well, that's really nice. Good. I'm glad that... I'm glad that he can see more of the recent games now. I don't know, retro is a strange thing to define, because I feel like it's a little bit different for everybody. There's not really a solid timeline for when something becomes retro. And the scary thing is that when people talk about retro games and they're like, yeah, I'm talking about like PS2, I'm like, oh no, honey. Oh no, that's not retro. That just came out. That just came out
Bro,
for me.
are you gatekeeping retro games?
Well, personally, it's just a personal that's not quite retro for me, but I guess it is now. You know, it's just, it doesn't feel like it's retro to me because I'm old, you know? Yeah, I'd say that between 2 or 3 generations old would be considered retro. But at the same time, sometimes people use retro as a reference to a time period of games like the 80s and 90s specifically. I feel like that's how speedrunning uses the term retro. That if it was in the 80s and 90s, then in general it's quote-unquote retro. But whatever, you know, I think... 2 generations ago is probably a fine way to, like, set a limit, you know?
2 generations ago would be PlayStation 3 or the Xbox 360.
Those are starting to get to the retro area, yeah. Maybe 2 full generations. That might be fine to say that PS2 is retro. Ugh. I'm gonna go ahead and say that yes, anything that is over 2 generations old for sure is okay to call retro. You can call the PS2 retro, you can call GameCube retro. After that, it's up in the air. Coin flip, okay? Coin flip whether or not you can consider it. I think that PS3 is a little bit too modern to be retro, especially since... I think there are a few games that are still coming out on it, right?
Duchess under the knife thrower again. Let's see if she gets past it.
Okay, so about 2 years ago. Come on, get past it. Get past the knife. Duchess of Jake kills knife dude. Yes! And she is moving on to the next stage. This is a solid 2nd place, if I'm not mistaken. Or is that a different knife thrower? I don't know. We're in the desert. I don't recall seeing the desert for anybody else.
Niso has got there.
Okay. Well,
This
Cadis
is a stage
saying,
with a ghost.
Cadis is saying this is the first time we've seen level 6. Yeah, I think this is the level after the ghost. Never mind. I don't know. I don't know anymore. This is why we have referees. By the way, everybody, our referee, Cadis, does a fantastic job. Occasionally, Cadis does step out, and we have some people in chat who do a lot of good helping us out. Simply put, I've got ADHD, and watching 4 streams is fun and impossible for me to keep track of. So, thank you to everybody who helps, to our official referee, Cadis, as well as everybody else who helps to keep my brain, from getting too confused. Because if I were to make the calls, I would probably call almost every match incorrectly.
Yeah, good catch by Catus. I certainly didn't catch Duchess reaching level 6. I thought it was level 5.
You know what? We can just call Super Nintendo era 90s games and NES era 80s games. There we go. Yeah, I love 80s games. That sort of embraces some of the Atari as well. Like late era Atari, early to mid NES. There we go.
So why would you put the Amiga, which is a 16-bit system, which was released in '84?
Well, luckily nobody cares about the Amiga in the real world. I would put that...
And by the real world, you mean the US.
I might put... Yeah, the US. I might put that in the DOS era. Does that sound like a fine thing? Because most of the games, or a lot of the games that came out on Amiga also came out on DOS. I don't know how many people are going to agree with me there, because Amiga has its own style.
Yeah, and I think the Mega Drive, it came out like late in the 80s.
Yeah, but we also... I guess my terms are very US-centric. Because we also didn't really have the Mega Drive here very much.
Right,
you know,
it
it
was for the Genesis, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had Genesis. We also didn't really have much Master System in the US. You know what I would probably say is that it would be fine to label an era of a specific type of game based off of, like, the big console of the time. NES era. There you go. That embodies the NES, the Sega Master System. The SNES era embodies SNES, Genesis, DOS era definitely covers DOS games from early to mid 90s, or generally, I don't know, just say you like Amiga games. Amiga and DOS games, that is enough of an area. Yeah, I'm a Nintendo fanboy, you better get it right.
So needs to discover that the ghost in level 5 doesn't kill you, it just slows you down. Which is also death.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Okay. Anyways, we're 41 minutes into the match. All of the players have started getting better at this game, but what they need to do now is really make a push to move into the lead, you know? They need to...
I think Hateful is on to level 6 as well.
Very nice, yeah. So, we need to see who is able to make a push. They need one good push in order to take the lead. And yeah, Duchess of Jank and
I think
Neitzel.
both players died to the exact same blue dude.
Yeah.
The blue dude that shoots sound waves also can't be killed with the projectile.
Neitzel is passed. Neitzel is passed. Blue dude.
Neitzel is passed.
But Angry Walking Man just killed Neitzel. That is a game over, but enough to put Neitzel in the lead. Now, for platforms like this, in general, we measure based off of horizontal progress that players make through the stages. And in this one, you know, it's actually easy enough to tell based off of the scrolling of the screen how far to the right they have gone on a stage. So, you know, there have been cases in the past where we decided based off of a single pixel if someone won, based off of how far they went. Yeah, that has been used as a tiebreaker, and if it got that close here, this type of game would be perfect for that type of judgment based off of how many pixels they moved. I don't think it's going to be quite that close, but it could be a close match as we start getting towards the end here.
Yeah, I remember Kangaroo, you needed to go to replays.
Yeah, the one that I'm thinking of is Swap Thing for the NES. I still don't know how to beat that section where everybody got walled, but one person made it 1 pixel farther. Okay, let's see what Neitzel gets to do. Oh, Cadus is right. Wally Bear and the No Gang had one of the most difficult decisions because specifically there's a skateboarding platform section with instant death. It's all over the place because, you know, an anti-drug game has to keep you on your toes. Yeah, I believe it was 1 column difference between 2 players, who won and who lost. Something like that. It's so evil. I would rather do the Turbo Tunnel than Wally Bear, but then again, I played a lot of Battletoads when I was a kid, so Turbo Tunnel is kind of second nature for me these days. What are your thoughts about how the players have been doing so far? How far do you think we will see versus, you know, how the players are actually doing?
Past my attempts at this, I didn't reach level 6.
Oh no! That's always a good sign. You know, a lot of the players here are fantastic. Even if they took last place in their first match, a lot of them are still really, really good. Sometimes you just get in trouble because the specific game that you draw for your first match is not a good game or not a game that works for you. The first 2 players of the match are going to be moving on in the tournament in the group stage. The other 2 will be eliminated. So yeah, it's an important one, but I think Duchess of Jank and Neitzel have really started to get the hang of this game and the various traps that show up. You know, even if they're at an area for the first time, they don't die to every single trap. They manage to take their time and look at ways to get past. Honestly, I'm a little bit surprised that I don't see players pausing that much. Is there a pause function in this game?
I haven't checked it out. I think there is.
Honestly, when I got to a new obstacle, I would consider pausing and just taking a second to map it out rather than just rushing through. Because giving yourself just a little bit of breathing room is fine when time is not an issue, and time in this game is not an issue at all. You know, it's not ticking down. You're not going to die if you go too slow. So take a little time.
I think the race setting might make them hesitant to do that, though.
Yeah, I understand. But if I kept dying to the same thing over and over and over again, then you know, you have to try doing something different, because if you do the same thing and get the same result, then you're not going to get past it. And on a, you know, Kuso6rande, it's fine if it doesn't look elegant. It's fine if you have some pauses in your game in order to try to understand what's happening. It doesn't have to be a beautiful performance, you know? What we're here is just to see the most progress that you make. So, you know, I just tipped over a cup. There was no liquid in it. We're good, but woo, I was a little bit concerned there. And everybody remember, do it for Momoko. You know, one thing, I'm sorry about the squeak. It was my mic. I was moving it around. I'll try not to squeak anymore. Sorry. As I move my mic again. Yeah. Keyword ho! What does that mean?
Oh, that's progress for Needsoul.
Yeah, Needsoul. Getting a good deal into stage 6, but unfortunately rushing, and the guy with the pistol didn't even need to fire. Yeah, why does it say keyword ho? What does that mean?
I think it spells out a word, and I don't think there was really any use for that.
Huh. Oh, Neon S. I don't know. I don't know. Simply put, there's not a lot of documentation in English about this game. It would be something interesting if people dug into it a little bit more. Honestly, there are a lot of things about video games that only came out in Japan that, you know, we're starting to see them almost for the first time for many people here, and there's just not much information out there. I imagine that, you know, the more that people get to know some of these games, the more research is going to be done on various elements here, and we might find out that yes, there is a secret password system. It's just that we didn't know because nobody knows about this game.
Well, if you search in this game, you find a lot of complaints about the game not having continues.
I mean, that's fair enough. Oh, well, I'm pretty dang excited for the rest of this weekend. You know, we have 2 more matches after this today, and then we have 4 matches tomorrow. Very busy day for me. Very busy weekend for me, for everybody here. But it's pretty fun. I'm actually really enjoying this game. I feel like this is a game that I would like to play myself for a little while. It's rude, but it doesn't seem totally unfair.
Yeah, it's one of those games that look fine, but just try using the projectiles.
No. I'm gonna say no, I'm not gonna try. No. If it's at all like, Donald Land, like, they're sort of arched projectiles as well, that are somewhat useful. Although these have a very set arch, you know, whereas Donald Land, you can actually affect the arch based off of how long you push fire.
I think that it's a different arch if you stand still versus if you're moving.
Oh, really? Well, that's not as good. Yeah, I've already learned the tune to the song. It's catchy.
This is not a song that has lyrics, though.
That's fine. I don't want it to have lyrics. Please, please, you don't need lyrics for an NES song, okay? I'm looking at you, Psycho Soldier. I don't know. Oh my gosh, the arcade version, especially in English, the theme for Psycho Soldier is so incredibly bad. That's the sequel to Athena, for those who don't know. I don't know what else to say about this game, Needsel. Getting back to stage 6, keyword bah. Bah, I say. Mindoxy, I love when you make it to the concubine. Because she's just there to make you happy. And the music changes because of how happy you are and how happy she is, and it's great. I love it. Duchess of Jink made it past stupid grabby hands. I hate grabby hands.
The
What a jerk.
vampire in stage 4 also has its own theme music, but Mendaxa hasn't reached that.
That's unfortunate. Yeah. That's okay. You know, that's something that everybody can go and experience for themselves when they play it. Lupine 1, you're asking if I have heard the arrangement of Psycho Soldier for Smash Bros. Ultimate. I haven't, though. I definitely have that DLC. I just haven't heard that version. And I'm not sure I want to, but maybe I should. If the Smash version is good, then I'll go ahead and give them props for ruining the worst song in existence. Wow, I can't believe you ruined a bad song and made it decent. Ah, there we go, Duchess of Jink. This is your chance, and you have an extra life up at the top. Man times 1. So this is the chance that Duchess of Jink needs to take advantage of to move from second to first. Now, honestly, the players are going to stay in this even if they come in second, so, you know, it's not a win or lose out of the tournament type of thing, but still very important to learn how to deal with these sections. Okay, Duchess of Jink does not like this dude with the blue helmet. Totally don't blame her. And she's mostly passed, but unfortunately is letting this guy follow. The biggest thing that you want to do is scroll
Jank has 2
him.
lives left, though.
Whoa! Duchess of Jink has 5 lives? What?
Yeah, she found one of the power-ups that let you go on the clouds, and the clouds give you a lot of points if you find the right cloud.
Holy
and you get
guacamole!
Extra lives on score. So this is a massive opportunity for Duchess.
Yeah. This could potentially be enough to give Duchess of Jink the lead if she can keep pushing through this next area here. Like, knife guys are not nice.
I think Niso reached 5 Li left on this level.
Oh, there we go! Duchess of Jink got past knife guy number 1, moving through... Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be shocked if we see a lead change in the next minute or 2, but I would be very happy about being shocked. Oh my gosh! Oh, this game is too good. But the ghosty lady, she's here. Oh.
Yeah, but I don't think you need to reach to those 2 later. I think this is a lead change.
I think so. This looks new. Oh, the dog!
And the bird keeper. That's definitely the lead change.
The bird keeper, okay.
And birds are jerks, especially in this game.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay.
I mean, do you see how unpredictable that bird projectile is.
It goes left and right.
Yeah, and it swoops at you.
No, the swooping. That is the worst part. Birds that swoop, you are the bane of my existence. There was a crow in my town that just loved to swoop and try to get me. Literally the worst, okay? I had done nothing wrong either. If I had done something wrong and the bird, like, hated me for it, I would understand. But no, it just decided, hey, I don't like you. And so I'm gonna swoop. And so, you know what? I brought self-defense. I'd bring, like, a folder. You know, what you need to deal with crows is, like, a giant fly swatter. And a folder is a pretty good way to do that. Take a folder, put some documents in it, and then it has enough heft that it can swat them away, but not really deal too much damage, you know? So they have to learn. They swoop. They're gonna get whopped. You don't swoop at me. I know people are going to say that that is rude to animals, but you know what? If the animals are going to attack and never, like, give any chance of understanding me, if it's just some random animal when I go on a walk, then it just needs to learn not to mess with me, okay? So a folder full of documents that I can swing is generally good. It's like the newspaper, you know? You could take a rolled up newspaper and whop a crow too. It's gonna be fine. Just might fly a little bit.
The pen is mightier than the sword. Also, it's difficult to hit birds with swords.
I'm not gonna chop a bird up, okay? I'm not gonna do that. Oh my gosh, Justin brought me food. No, someone is saying that I'm committing crimes for swatting crows? Uh-oh. Oh, it looks like that was passed after I swatted the crows, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, so crow swatting is now out of my life. I'm not gonna risk going to international prison for defending myself. Well,
Good job is still knife through at the end of level 4.
Well, we are right at the end of this match. We have had a lot of fun, but all fun must end. All bad games must end as well. In fact, they demand it. Oh, so close to being on time. But that is it. That is the game, everybody. Time has to be called. Time after time. We call time. It's time. That was a lot of fun. I kind of want to play this game myself sometime. Yeah, but Duchess of Jank takes first place. Needsel second. The other two, unfortunately, are eliminated from the tournament, but they had a great push. I love Good Chop. I'm so sad that Good Chop is out. Aw, Mendoxy is out too. You gave us audio and everything. Oh, but you know, sometimes I just have to cry. And cry I will. Because I can't torture them anymore. That's sad.
I do think Good Shop reached further than Mendaxi, but as you said, it doesn't matter.
I do believe so. Look at this snowy area here, though. This is the demo plane, right?
Yeah. And you know you have a special game where the demo dies immediately.
I mean, that was a hard level, you know? So I'm checking to see if Duchess of Jank wants to come join us in audio. This is a lot of fun. Again, I would say that this game, it has problems. People in Discord are noting specifically if the items weren't hidden, or at least some of them weren't hidden, it would be all right. I think that the controls are mostly fine here. You know, some of the enemies are really, really rude, but it's really not the worst game I've seen. Hello there, Duchess of Jank. Welcome.
Hello.
And congrats on your victory today.
Hey.
Oh my gosh, so give me the rundown. What are your thoughts about the game?
It was interesting. Like, it took a little while to kind of get used to the mechanic with your main attack being a bomb that you threw in an arc, and, like, you know, getting used to how some of the enemies moved. But, like, once I kind of got the hang of that, like, I started making a little progress. Then I noticed, like, on one of my throws, that, like, when my bomb hit a spot, an item popped up, so, like, I kind of figured maybe items are important, so my strategy became to be bombing in front of me constantly, and, like, that seemed to work out for quite a bit of it.
Yeah, one of the
was
the one is that you go on top of clouds, and one of the clouds is the one that gave you, like, 3 extra lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is what saved you, right there. That is really the reason you won, because you got the cloud power up and found those extra lives. I know that other players were frustrated because the items are hidden, but actually going and hunting for them is kind of worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing to note is that the game doesn't have a timer, so spending a little bit of extra time in a stage is completely acceptable. It's just that you don't feel like you want to, because it's a race, you know? You want to go fast, you want to get through it, but no, sometimes the slow and steady route is the most important thing, yeah.
Definitely.
So my pitch for this game is what if Ghosts and Goblins let you only use a torch and you died in 1 hit instead of 2?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I was thinking it's like the arc of the axe in Ghosts and Goblins. So was there anything that you just weren't really able to figure out? Anything that ended up being a wall?
Well, as far as I got was to that falconer enemy, and I couldn't figure out, like, a good pattern for getting to that, but I only reached that point once, and that was as far as I got. I guess a little bit with, like, some of the enemies that, like, if you hit them in the head, didn't seem to do any damage, because there's, like, that one sword enemy that I encountered on stage 2. My first thought was throw bombs at it, and I saw he was chopping my bombs, so then I started trying to jump over it, and of course he jumped right up to match my height.
Yeah!
That took, like, a little bit of figuring out the timing for setting up a bomb to be able to destroy the enemy, but once I got that, it made more sense.
Yeah, that is... I think that, you know, once you figured out the basic mechanics of some of the various enemies, you know, it's nice that they weren't random. You just had to take your time to learn how to deal with them, and then once you could move on. So, yeah, I really enjoyed watching this game, and honestly, I feel like this is a game that I might go and play a little bit myself sometime, because it's interesting to me. It's got problems, but it's interesting.
Yeah,
the mechanics of this game are fine, but it's just so unfair and rude.
Yeah, it's something I want to look some more at and, like, try to go back to sometime, see if I can beat the game at least.
Yeah. Well, Duchess of Jank, is there anything else that you're streaming these days? Anything going on over at your channel?
Well, my main focus lately has been Jank Science Theater. We just reached 1 year, had our anniversary stream last night.
I heard about that. I mean, I played on it. That was a lot of fun. So much fun. Honestly, I don't have streams Friday night, so I can definitely say, go watch Jank Science Theater, everybody. It is a lot of fun.
Yep.
Yeah, so, yeah, you had the 1 year anniversary. That's mostly what you've been doing lately?
Yeah, that, and I've also started a project that I'm doing on the Jinx Science Theater channel, where I'm trying to play every Data East arcade game on stream, and I've been finding some interesting stuff in that.
Yeah, Data East has a lot of interesting games over there. Jeff apparently plays Too Bad for Kuso6rande games over there sometimes. I've heard, I got linked part of a Jeff special, and it's pretty special. So
Yes,
Data East night is
special.
Tuesdays. Jinx Science Theater is usually Saturdays, apparently. So I can't recommend. Well, if it's at the same time, I can't say, yeah, abandon them and come to us. Honestly, you know, go and watch what you love and give some love over to other people who play bad video games as well. And if there's a little bit of conflict of interest and conflict of time, so be it. That is fine. We just love that you are playing weird games as well. Seriously, it's awesome.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much, Donkey Clonk. Thank you as well. I think that's all that we have. So if you don't have anything else, thank you and have a great day.
Yeah, you too.
Yay! Well, everybody, this is Kuso6rande, the Bad Video Game Tournament. We've got 2 more matches coming your way. I want to give a thank you to all the followers and subscribers, Nakarashi for the recent subscription, Salty for the raid/host that you had. We're going to run a quick ad, and we will be right back after that, so stay tuned.